Hey guys, RC here. We are back with episode 1 of the 1977 season as promised last episode. We have won the World Series for 1976, surprising 4 games to 3 over the Big Red Machine. We had Dutch Leonard finished second in the Cy Young balloting, and George Brett won a Gold Glove. No, I'm sorry, a Silver Slugger for third base. He did not win the Gold Glove. We did not have one of those. So right now we've seen all the awards. There's nothing going on until the draft announcement in about a week and a half. So we'll go ahead and sim ahead to that. Waiting for just any trade offers to come our way. We traded Freddie Patek last video. Not sure if that was a good move or not, but it is what it is. Let's see. Ken Holtzman, 31 from the Reds, goes to the A's. Oh, I'm sorry. Ken Holtzman goes from the A's to the Reds for a couple of minor leaguers. Baltimore and Chicago. Bake McBride, Jim Cott, 38 years old. All right, so a 245 win pitcher gets traded, and the draft pool. So let's take a look at the big names here. Rod Allen, honestly, do not recognize the name. Tim Raines, that name should ring a bell. Kevin Bass, Mickey Hatcher, Ozzie the Wizard, Willie McGee, Ron Kittle, played for the White Sox. Jesse Barfield, believe he was a Cleveland Indian. Brian Harper, Minnesota, or he ended up with Minnesota, I believe. And Greg Walker, he's out of high school. Okay, not the Walker I'm thinking of. All right, so that's our top 10 prospects. All right, we're going to get ahead a little bit. There's a trade proposal. All right, first off, the Rangers and the Cubs. Lynn Randall for a couple of minor leaguers. So Randall leaves Texas and goes to the Cubbies. And we get an offer from Boston. Bernie Carbo for Steve Staggs and Willie Wilson. I've got some flexibility, but I like Staggs. He's not great, but he plays. I mean, he's my primary backup, and he's a solid bat. Second and short. He's got power. He can play left and right. 270. Wow, so he struggled last year. Oh, only 33 starts, that's why. He had 400 less at bats. 2100 potential. Yeah, boy, he was a journeyman, wasn't he? I mean, Boston to Milwaukee, back to Boston to Cleveland, back to St. Louis. Bernie Carbo. I do recognize the name, though. I'm not feeling that, especially not with Wilson. And I think Staggs is going to be too good, so I'm going to reject that. If even one of the guys was possible, then I might, at least discuss it with him. But right there, I'm not. Oh, Daryl Parker. I was like, man, Dave Parker got traded? Wow. Jim Tyrone, Gary Lucas, Ron Diggle. Does anybody, who do they have? Ryan's 29. Tanana's 23. Wonder what they would want for that. We have no player, really. What about I don't know. Ryan's control is so bad, I don't think I want to trade for him. Second base. Boy, he fell off the face of the earth after he went to Boston. Just real fast. Oh, you know, I want to, let me shop him. Nope, nobody. And what about him? All right, let's kind of go down the list here. I don't really see anybody that jumped out. Tony Muser. Yeah, all right, we're not going to trade him. And oh, we don't need that anymore. Can I trade him? Nobody. Wow. All right, well, that is that for the day. All right, we're going to go to the end of the winter meetings here. All right, California and Los Angeles make a deal, and they ship Nolan Ryan to the Dodgers. Wow. All right, Cincinnati. They want Bryles and Willie Wilson, and we'll get Mike Anderson. Yeah, I'm not feeling that. And they just claimed him on waivers last year at the beginning of the season. No. Now, let's discuss it. I'll discuss the trade. There's a few guys that I would like on their roster. Johnny Bench, they won't trade him. Joe Morgan's 33. Oh, you know what? What about Dan? I like Dan. He'd be an upgrade at first base. Wow, they won the title in '75, so they almost won two in a row. All right, I do like him. Who's third base? Ray Knight. He hit 400 after his call up. Second, third, short, and right. How old is Fairley's 38. They've still got Tony Perez at first. Close to being fair. I'm giving you Willie Wilson. Well, that ain't happening. That ain't happening. Probably none of those are happening. I could give up Stinson because I'm happy with Perkins. And I've got that other catcher that I just called up. I'm going to add him. Now let's remove him. Maybe there's another guy. I'm not going to give you both. No. All right, let me get that back. Cash. Wow. So they've got 4.4 million in cash. We've only got 1.4 and we've been making a ton of money. I guess their owner puts it back into the team and ours puts it in his pocket. All right. Yeah, nope, 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 nope. I really like Milner. Nope. You want two catchers? Really? Uh, Honestly, neither one of them are my favorites. Bryles is old enough that really. I'm gonna. All right. Well, I'm gonna make that deal. We get a pretty solid upgrade. All right. He's gonna come up to our major league roster. Now, let me see. Dreesen in left field. Why? No, I want you at. Milner can play first. He doesn't play it badly. A 7. 38. I could get Lee May. $11 homers, 65 RBIs. First and left. Left and center. $295. His eye is not real good. Ratings. But he's even in both directions. Our money improves. We get rid of a 38-year-old, pick up a, how old is he? I forgot. First baseman. Well, he's 33. Yeah, let's make that trade. Oh, they weren't happy about that. Oh well. All right, Perkins and Dreesen. All right. So Lee May moves up onto our roster. All right, now I'm curious to see who it puts there. All right, so Dreesen will be there. May will be our backup. Milner back and left. I like that. Dowers now depth. Gates can back up at shortstop. All right. Dale Murphy. A's and the Red Sox. Phil Garner. Cardinals and Twins. Bill Buckner. All right. Let's get up to the Hall of Fame voting. All right. We're going to get to the first year player draft. All right. So here's an updated look at the top 10. Harold Baines, Paul Molitor. Now we pick, and Willie McGee, boy, and we pick last. All right. I don't vote in the Hall of Fame. I'm just going to let the game do that. So let's get to the draft. Actually, no, we picked 19th. All right. Continue draft. All right, auto draft until our pick, and then let's come back to the draft log. So Atlanta took Tim Raines at number 1. Paul Molitor goes to the Padres. Willie McGee to the Expos. Mickey Hatcher to the Angels. Jesse Barfield to the Brewers. Ozzie Smith to the Athletics. Baines to the Rangers. Greg Walker to the Astros. Mike Davis to the Sox. Jim Gott, Scott Sanderson, Brian Harper, Jim Tracy, Kevin Bass, Bill Gullickson, Jeff Reardon, the Beard, who I think retired last year. It wasn't that long ago. He pitched a long time. When did he? Yeah, well, 94, but yeah, he pitched a long time. I remember him that year with that 1 year with Atlanta. I don't know why that's the year I remember him, but that was it. All right, so back to the continue the draft. All right, scouting director recommends Bob Welch, a starting pitcher. 5 pitches, fly ball, good stamina. Wally Backman. Dave Henderson. Oh, I want all players here. There we go. All right. Ooh, Dave Righetti. I like Righetti. Bob Welch. Five pitches, good stamina, fly ball, scouting report. Learn slowly. Bob Welch. He's got 5. Good stamina. Rigetti and Welch. Fly ball. Ooh. His hold runners is a 1. You know what? I'm going to go with Rigetti. I'm going to draft Rigetti, number 1 over, for my first rounder. All right, back to the draft log here. Who went right after us? Bob Welch, Dave Henderson, Ron Kittle, Rafael Ramirez, George Vukovic, Mookie Wilson. All right, scouting director says Joe LaFever. That's actually not bad. Third, left, and a little bit of center. All players. Richard Dotson. Dotson. White Sox? Yeah, White Sox. 22-7 in 83. Didn't really do anything outside of that. Four pitches. Good stam. Third, left, and center. You know, I think I'm going to take him. God dog it. Sorry about that. My daughter doesn't believe her parents, and the dog's out running around a yard and attacking people. Not really. He's a small dog, but she was told not to bring him outside because he would run off, and he did. Ran after the neighbor. Uh, you know, yeah, I think I'm going to take him. Boy, I really want. I'm thinking Dotson though. I don't know. I always lean towards pitchers if I have my druthers. All right, right after us in the second round, LaFever. All right, scouting director recommends Steve Shields. He was wasn't he a knuckleball pitcher, or he became a knuckleball pitcher? Wow, he Atlanta, Kansas City. He was never with any team more than a year. Steve Shields. Probably could be worse. We'll take, we pay our scouting director for a reason, right? He's going to be right every once in a while. Dave Beard. A righty. Yeah, don't like him very much. Well, you know what? There's. I'm just going to have them finish out the draft. There's really nobody there that gets my attention. Round 41. Yeah, I don't pick that many picks anyway. All right, so let's pop back up here. Jeff Doyle, second base. Steve Sabragia. Hope I pronounced that right. Pat Dempsey. Raphael Hampton. Stan Selesky. Thomas McGee. All right, well. Let's see. Now, we don't have contracts turned on for those guys, I don't think. There's nowhere to go down from single A. There's Rigetti. David Palmer says he needs to go farther down. All right, so nobody else is ready to move up, just two players. All right, we're going to put a cut in right here. I was thinking that might be Gordon Lightfoot that was the owner. Hobson, Butch Hobson, in a trade. Andy Hassler got traded. California's cleaning house. Oakland and Milwaukee. Jim Bibby's the big name there. Moose Haas. Angels with another deal. Mickey Rivers to the Mets. Wow. So the Angels are just dumping payroll. You know what? Let's go ahead and get to the preseason. This video will go a little long. All right. Hall of Fame voting. Ready? Don Drysdale, not elected, so nobody for the second year in a row. He got 73.9% his second year. Ernie Banks did not get in on the first ballot. Wow. Eddie Matthews did not get in. Tinkers to Evers to Chance. Duke Snyder. Wow. And he only got, look at that. I mean, Duke had 2,100 hits, a 295 average, 400 home runs. Man. All right, who got dropped? Johnny Antonelli. Curt Flood. Now, Curt Flood, if you guys don't remember, he played with the Cardinals. He was the first player to file for free agency. He sued the league to become a free agent because free agency was not allowed at that time. And his contract was up, and he sued the league. And I think that's why he sat out this year. And he won, and he became the first free agent in Major League Baseball history. So he was actually a pretty good player, and you know, he definitely was that guy. So you know, first year in, but he got dropped. He only got, looks like, one vote. So that is, it's actually too bad. I mean, you know, he probably wasn't Hall of Fame worthy, but still, you know, some of these guys, I mean, Drysdale, why he hasn't gotten in already. Ernie Banks should have been a first year selection. Eddie Matthews, in my opinion, was one of the 2 or 3 best third basemen ever to play the game. Brooks Robinson was the best, and I would argue Eddie Matthews was right behind him. Eddie Matthews protected Hank Aaron in the lineup in Milwaukee when they both played for the Milwaukee Brewers. That's just disheartening. All right, well, we're going to put a cut in here. I'm going to go ahead and sim up to the preseason. Let's just see if we get a trade. We actually have gotten a trade offer, so let's take a look at that. All right, Gene Tennants for Don Ossie. Mike Scott. So they actually pick up a couple of good pitchers. We get an offer from New York, Dave Kingman. Well, he's 28, but they want Staggs and Wilson again. Golly. Kingman's got really good power, but he hit 197 last year. That's not my game. Yeah, not my game. Not interested. Reject. Personal message. Ron Pruitt. Injury problems for Dusty Baker for his broken kneecap from last season. All right, personal message. Team budget goes up $1 million. Nice. So our budget goes up to $7 million. Very, very good. Still 7th in the league, but we are, I mean, it says above average, but I mean, everybody knows Kansas City's a smaller market team. I mean, we were 4th in attendance last year. Sounds like the attendance he wants us to hit is going to be the #1 attendance in the league. So I don't know how realistic that is. All right, spring training. Well, we'll put a cut in here, guys. So we'll see you in the next episode. Thanks for checking it out. And we'll get rolling on defending our World Series championship probably, if not the next video, the one after that. We need to get through spring training, see how all of our pieces mesh, and maybe see about making 1 or 2 more little deals to kind of firm up our lineup if we can. Thanks for checking it out. See you next time. Later.